The unofficial barter system in rural Japan. Let's do it.
Let's go alcohol.
So here in Japan, there's an unofficial barter system, and it's not really a barter system, but it's like a gift giving thing. And I actually had a subscriber in the cafe yesterday. He came and he witnessed one of these figs that is very common. And I got a friend about 45 minutes away, and she dropped off 4 crates of peaches. So people that farm different fruits, different vegetables, or they know someone that does, they always get the excess. So the seconds, the ones that got dots on them and things, and people just give stuff away to each other, and then they receive stuff. So in the case yesterday, I was talking with my subscriber upstairs, and my friend arrived with a bootload of peaches. So we got about 12 kilos of peaches, and they're all like top quality stuff, but just unsaleable because a few dots and whatever. And I'm just going down to Kuroneko, the delivery company, and I'm going to send them out to my friends. So it's a cultural thing. It's not so much of a business thing or anything like that. Just people like to make people happy, and sometimes I call it shock and awe, but sometimes some people could just show up and they got a big smile on their face, and they open their car boot up, and there could be anything in there. And I've had 50 kilos of mushrooms given to me. I've had so many different things given to me. And in the case yesterday, I ordered some prosciutto. So I had 5 kilos of prosciutto that I use in my cafe, and I just gave the lady a kilo of prosciutto, and she was happy. So this is how things sort of work themselves out in Japan, and everybody's happy. And of that kilo of prosciutto, she's probably gone and given it to 3 different people. So I don't really know how this really works, but it's the gift giving thing. So people get stuff and receive stuff, and it's really a nice thing that happens out here in the rural areas, and it happens a lot. So it's always good to be generous. So on a Sunday, whenever I haven't sold out of my dough for my pizza oven, for my pizza business, I make it into focaccia, and I give it away every single weekend, and I make somebody happy. Could be a customer in the cafe, could be a friend, could be anybody, but what comes around goes around, and this is sort of how it works here. So it's not really a bartering system, it's a gift-giving system, and it works really well. So I've got to go down to Kuroneko now. I've got 4 boxes of peaches that I'll be sending to my friends, and what also happens is you get stuff sent up from from your friends from where they're from as well. So I don't know how to explain it, but it's sort of like a merry-go-round of gifts and things, and I find it really nice, and you know, putting smiles on people's faces, and you get a smile as well. I've had lots of things given to me, and it's always a nice thing. So nobody likes a stingy person, do they? And none more so out in rural Japan. And doesn't matter where you live, you could pick any place in Japan, and they've got this culture. And Japanese people are very, very generous. And I think it probably comes from the hard times. Japan wasn't always sort of a first world country, had a lot of poverty in its history, so people always giving food and whatever out to people, it sort of stops people going hungry too. So if you're a bit less fortunate, this sort of thing, this informal bartering, gift-giving thing, probably kept a lot of families from the breadline. Let's let this guy through. So there was no sort of government welfare or anything like that, and I'd say it would stem from this. So another thing too, whenever you got a business, or you don't even really have to have a business, but always look after your delivery drivers. So these guys at Kuroneko, they always drop my cheese and flour and ingredients off that I order on the internet, and I always look after them. So if they're come at a good time, I always make them a pizza quickly, and I look after them. So if there's any sort of lost orders, or they need to come back because I'm not home or something like that, they're happy to do so. So just extend this sort of thing out to everybody, and it just makes your life so much easier. And for those who want to know how to get hard to find ingredients, because I've got a business, a food business, I know pretty much where you can get stuff and how to do it. So unless you're a registered business, sometimes it's hard to order stuff, but I've put out a video out on the members and the Patreon, and for those who are living in Japan or will live in Japan, you'll find this video quite interesting. So I just, bit of a boring video, but I just go down the internet and highlight some of the companies that I use, and you can pretty much get 99% of things. The super specialized things, they're also there as well. So because there's a bit of a foodie scene in Tokyo, there is a lot of companies that are springing up now that are catering to the foreign market, and also changes and tastes have changed as well in Japan. So there's a lot more specialized ingredients that you can get here. So that's done. So 4 boxes of peaches, and I made some bread earlier, so probably what's going to happen is they'll receive that box and halve it up and give it to their friends or something. I don't know, that's sort of how it works here, but you get the main gist of it. And it's also a good time to socialize with people and improve your Japanese and integrate in the community. So don't be stingy, guys. These are really great things about the culture here, and if a lot of people are growing certain things around your area, grow something else. If you're just like a hobby farmer or something, grow something else just to use as gifts and things, and people really appreciate it. And as I said, it's really a great opportunity, you know, like they come around and make a cup of tea, cup of coffee, have a bit of a chat, and wind down and break your day up, and it's really one of the pleasant things. And it used to be quite prevalent in the West as well, but as everyone knows, the culture's changed a lot, and a lot of times people don't even know their neighbours. And as a foreigner, it's also a good opportunity to introduce some of your cultural foods as well. You can get cultural foods is a lot easier to get now, and it's a good opportunity to show people your cultural foods, and maybe cook them something and swap goods for goods or whatever. It just makes your life a lot more pleasant. So also, doesn't have to be food. If you're a really good knitter or quilt maker or something like that, some sort of art and craft, they love that sort of stuff. So as everyone knows, my wife has a bag making club, so they make these bags at my house over winter. So the ladies don't have a lot to do over winter, so my wife has a bag making club, and all the old girls get together and make bags, and they sell them during the year in my cafe. So it doesn't have to be food or anything like that. It can be activities and things like this. They love that sort of stuff. So the Japanese social scene is built around activities and things like this. That's how you get to meet people, that's how you make friends, and that's pretty much how it works here. So I did a video, I think a couple of years ago, if you search the channel, just how friendships and social circles work in Japan, and it's basically on activities. And if I remember, I'll put it in the link in the description, so it's just easier to find for you guys. So you don't even have to be a farmer. You could even be living in the city or whatever, and just host sort of activities and things for people. And if they're farmers or whatever, you have your social circle and your friend circle, and you know, they'll come around and drop their apples off or whatever's going on. That's just the nature of things here, and it's a really nice thing about Japan. And sometimes you have too much. As I said, the shock and awe, somebody giving me 50 kilos of mushrooms, there's just no way I could use all that, even in my cafe. So I made, you know, 15, 20 people happy with the mushrooms. So these things happen, and if you're generous and, you know, you're social and things like that, it really works out and just makes your life that much more pleasurable. So just before I get home, I'd also like to shout out to Brian for joining Patreon. You're an absolute legend, and here's your Gigi dance. Out to our new Patreon member, Brian gets the Gigi dance. Go Gigi, and a kiss. Good boy. Thanks a lot, Brian, for supporting the channel. You're a legend. So once again, Brian, thanks a lot for supporting the channel. You're an absolute legend. So while we're talking about gift giving and things like this, it's going into hyperdrive soon. A lot of fruits and vegetables and grapes and the rice will be harvested very soon, and this is when it really kicks into overdrive. Everybody's harvesting their crops and things, and sending all their stuff to their friends in the cities and to their friends locally and stuff. So I think probably half of the traffic down at Kuroneko with boxes is people sending people gifts of food. So it's a really big thing, and we'll be harvesting our rice probably in the next 6 weeks, and I'll be sending more than half of it to my friends down in Tokyo, and a couple of YouTubers as well. So anyway, I'm almost home, and as for this informal bartering system, that's pretty much how it works here, and it's probably not much of a surprise to people, but the extent of it is, it's really a big thing. Barely a few weeks go by where somebody isn't dropping something off to my wife or something like that, and same with us. I cook off specialty breads. They're not in my. I don't sell them in my cafe or anything. But if I've got a spare morning or something like that, and I feel like baking some French bread or something like that, I go and do it, and I go around and just hand it out to people. So put smiles on people's faces. So anyway, guys, that's the bartering video, and as always, hope you like the video.